Shreya, thank you so much for joining us for this conversation. I've been seeing some very strange ads on X with your photos in them.
Yeah.
I've been reading some else. Like one is it, there was a photo of you and the ad said she didn't realize the microphone was on, probably the end of her career. Then there was a promoted handle from a user called J Bara, and it had the Indian Express logo.
Yeah.
There's another ad that said Shreya Ghoshal, all of India is in shock, and that featured some sort of a conversation between you and Kareena Kapoor Khan, posted by a verified user again called Set Dear. All of these were promoted ads.
Mm.
And then the last one that I also took a photo of, I took screenshots of these things. It said
Mm.
the whole country is shocked. Her last words, read it before it's deleted. And these all of these have the Indian Express logo. So, Indian Express is known for its authenticity and its credibility as a journalism organization. So I'm just wondering, have you seen these ads? Do you see them?
Yeah.
Um, how do you react to this?
Uh, so this has been going on for many months now. Um, I think about since Feb or March, Feb, if I'm not wrong, it has been going on. And it has been so constant and so aggressive. Initially, I thought, okay, a few of them are happening. And of course, it was very shocking because the image itself was an AI generated image where I have a blue eye, as if, or I'm behind bars or something very strange, which is eye catching for sure for anybody else. I know that this is some spam or fraudulent stuff.
Hmm.
And when you open the link and then there is an interview which feels like this is because I'd done an interview with Karina, and it had started with the same kind of excerpts from that interview, and in the end there is a link which is a phishing link, or if it's a definitely a spam link where if you click and then it'll take you to a very very shady website, which you know if there are people who don't know that this is weird, they might
Hmm.
get their information out, and I'm sure uh, people, it's some way of exploiting some money out of those innocent people who are clicking on it.
So have you?
So
So
I
sorry,
saw
please go on.
these I saw these ads initially, and I was trying to only report them, and I asked my fans to report them, and I was hoping that this will go away. And as you rightly said, these are all verified accounts on Twitter, or X as they call it, X now. These are all verified handles, and they're all promoted, so you can see it's ad, like it's a promoted ad, um, going on the platform. And however many times you report them, some new handle or a new link will come up. So it's not like that you can pinpoint that one uh, person who is sitting and doing it. I think it's a team of people who are doing it, and they are very easily able to run ads on X. And definitely, X is not doing anything about it. So I've had my own ways to tackle it, but and my even my X got hacked because of lot of spamming and something. Maybe I must have clicked and I
Hmm.
didn't realize, and it got hacked. And for the longest time I had no help from their team. So there is no way you can actually reach them. There is no customer service, so I had to finally really have sources from people who, there was a sweet person who is probably an employee of X in India,
Hmm.
who helped me out to recover my uh, account. But for at least 2 3 months I didn't have access to my account, X account, which is very strange. And for someone who has that many followers, and the entire fan following was worried about it, and they were writing to
Hmm.
X on my behalf and everyone, but I never saw anyone really respond to it. And the actual process of even recovering this account was very useless. Like it was on an infinite loop,
Hmm.
which never went to any solution. It kept on going into that same loop of some two way authentication, some code which I never generated. I never did that, but they were not able to help me. So there, it was all. It felt like there were bots working on, and there is no actual customer service. And just to think that you are a verified account and you have no and in fact my account is one of the legendary accounts that they call, because I'm one of the first few people of from India to have being on Twitter, then Twitter, which now turned into X, one of the first few people to have verified accounts. So my account actually comes in under one of the premium accounts that way. So if
Hmm.
I am suffering from something like this, I don't know how the others will be managing their issues. And later, I got a call from another Bollywood, one or two Bollywood actresses, then some other person also who is a composer who had the same issue. They got hacked. I don't know if they found any solution from it or not.
So I've also seen ads featuring Anant Ambani
Yeah.
on X.
Anant Ambani, I don't know. In fact, I keep seeing whenever Anant Ambani's features come, I feel at least that okay, I'm not alone in it. And eventually, I started seeing ads featuring RPMO, Modi ji, and I was like,
Okay.
how is that possible? And that is dangerous,
Hmm.
uh, you know, um, you know, impersonating any public face is dangerous because it is it's phishing link. People are going to click on it, and they are losing money or they're getting scammed. How is this allowed on a platform like which is such an important platform in today's time? How is it not getting moderated? Why is there no team to or any kind of technology to stop it from happening? So
So are
this
you
is
seeing
very
this only
concerning.
on X?
So since I am not a very frequent user of Facebook,
Hmm.
but I use Instagram. Both are Meta. It used to come on Instagram earlier, which stopped. So I feel that there was probably some intervention from the Meta team, but it still apparently continues on Facebook. And I got to know it from some of our friends who are an active user of the platform. But it is more, oh, a lot more rampant on X,
So
aggressively rampant, and it is impossible. And it's, I mean, my mentions are flooded with concern and irritation ki how, why are you not able to do anything about it?
so did when you filed a complaint with X, did they respond to the when you reported it, did they respond in any shape or form?
No, so there has been no response, or there is no grievance team to respond to these kind of issues. And thankfully I got at least my hacked account got I got access to it, but
Hmm.
this case never got any response from their team. And we tried to file a report through a cybercrime, like there
Hmm.
is an FIR that everyone urged us to do. We
Hmm.
did that to
Hmm.
know, because this is this, I don't think a cybercrime can handle. This is, I actually don't even understand uh, the violations are of what kind. So
Hmm.
somebody has already now told me that please let's file for your um, copyright, uh, what do they say, to get
So,
your copyright in place, so that
hmm.
nobody can use your image or your name without authorization.
Correct. So some people have filed for what is called personality rights.
Yeah.
And in fact, in case of AI and AI voice also,
Yeah.
perhaps those are all things that people have been doing
Hmm.
in order to gain control of the personality, because we also saw these scam betting apps that were running, some with Shah Rukh Khan's face, some
Hmm.
with other people's face, etc. And they're AI generated as well at times,
Yeah. AI
including,
is dangerous. Yeah.
so there are folks. Anil Kapoor was in fact the first one to get his personality rights, especially for AI, sort of this restricted usage of his personality.
Yeah.
He got a court order for that. So you've considered legal options?
Yeah. So now I've really thought through this, because I'm feeling that until I have something very solid with me to fight against a platform like X, there are two
Hmm.
big, organizations. How will I deal with that? I need to have something solid with me to be able to say, "Ki, you cannot use these things on your platform." Maybe that is one way. So I'm going to go for that as well, hopefully.
But
And
let's say a legal option didn't need to be taken,
mm,
and let's say X had to do something to help prevent this.
yeah.
What are some of the things that you think they should do in terms of what would have made things easier for you, is what I'm wondering here.
I feel there is no representation of a customer care for our country.
Hmm.
I think genuinely that India does not have any kind of system in place to be able to, say their concerns, and there are no teams to help them out. So, one, that is very important. They should have a dedicated grievance or issue
Hmm.
solving team
Hmm.
for, I'm sure they probably have priorities for different countries, but maybe India doesn't have that.
Hmm.
And secondly, I feel the usage of AI and the number, I don't know, there are a lot of things that technology itself can help out,
Hmm.
because I know, for example, like YouTube. So if there is a misuse of any content or copyright infringement, or if it features me, for
Hmm.
example, which is not okay by me, I can put it down.
Hmm.
I can do that on YouTube. So Google has that kind of uh, system in place.
Hmm.
And this is the same kind of moderation and moral duties that a tech platform should have. And especially, like, Google is huge, and they have cracked it from a very early stage on, and they were probably prepared for these kind of uh, im- uh, uh, you know impersonation and wrong stuff.
Hmm.
But X probably is not prepared, and it is generating a lot of money for them, because anybody running an ad on their platform is money.
Hmm.
So do they care? I don't know whether they care or not, but it is definitely taking away the trust factor of a platform like this. There are too many people who can easily get their accounts verified. For example, recently I saw some tweets going on from in name of Sonu Nigam,
Hmm.
who is not on Twitter.
Hmm.
Sorry, X. I keep saying Twitter. X. He's not. He's not on X, and he has said it 100 times that he's not there. But
Hmm.
there's somebody in the name of the same name uh, speaks as if it's him,
Hmm.
and makes a very strange statements, which can be very infuriating and very harmful for the artist. So. So, how does one handle these things? There has to be a team, there has to be moderation, there has to be manual intervention, along with some sort of technological AI prevention, because times are changing very quickly.
Hmm.
And AI is extremely dangerous. You don't know which is true, which is not. It is so close to being believable. People like us, we can kind of understand, oh, this is a AI generated image.
Hmm.
But there are most of the people in our country who is not regularly into this. They are not so tech savvy. They will get into, they will believe anything that is
Hmm.
being passed on.
Hmm.
So this is for the safety of our, tech users, and especially when there is a clickbait, where there is money involved, when there is a spam which is happening, this has to be taken up. It's not such a simple thing. It's not just about my image. I mean, I know that these kind of things will keep happening. Kuch AI se ban ke kuch galat khabre, breaking news, this, that. Indian Express also has not responded, and they probably have not done anything to save their name. But what about the people who are going through this whole conversation of that interview? when you open this link, there is a Karina Kapoor and Shreya Ghoshal interview, and in the end, there is a clickbait, which if you
Hmm.
click, and it'll take you to a spam phishing website. So that is definitely harmful, and that has to be stopped. How can a platform like X or Meta allow that? It can't happen.
Anything that the government should do?
Uh, I don't know. Actually, to be honest, I don't know how these things work, honestly.
Okay.
But something has to be done to have a team in place. Um, Protecting your own people is government's job, of course, but
Hmm.
the platforms also have to be, hand in hand with the government. I'm sure government wants to do something. I recently kind of heard that Karnataka government was fighting a case with X, and where my kind of these same screenshots of this issue of my
Correct.
case was presented in part as part of that case, that this has
Hmm.
been happening to a public face like her.
Hmm.
So I think somewhere even government is helpless. So
Hmm.
some both of them have to really give priority to this matter at the earliest, because I'm right now, I probably am the most I'm the biggest victim of this, but there are
Hmm.
few more, and it will just increase. Eventually you will see that there are many multiple such random news or pictures, and with very sneakily some kind of a link is inserted in something, and people click, and they are losing money, probably not lakhs of money, but maybe 5,000, 10,000, something, but it's a lot of money for any normal person. So
Hmm.
like this, a lot of people are losing money, and people like us are losing our name and reputation, and it's just bad governance and moderation from these platforms, I feel.
So I think telling your story is important, and thank you for doing that, because hopefully, because you're telling your story, there might be some action. And that's one of the
Hopefully.
reasons why we wanted to have this conversation, because we're all seeing this, but very few people are going out and saying that this is happening. So thank you for taking time to
It's
speak
my
with us,
pleasure.
to talk about this, and hopefully something will happen.
Thank you, Nikhil,
Thank you.
for taking an interest in actually taking this news out and have a conversation about it. It matters, and you speaking about something always has a repercussion in a good way. A lot of things are taken seriously by governments and other tech companies. So let's hope that this conversation reaches the right ears, and they do something about it.
We'll try
Thank
our
you.
best. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Nikhil.